to apologize and express his condolences for the MSF staff and patients who were killed and injured when a U.S. military airstrike mistakenly struck an MSF field hospital in Kunduz, Afghanistan, over the weekend.
We had a special operations unit that was in close vicinity that was talking to the aircraft to deliver those fires.
And that is a war crime, is the knowing and intentional targeting of a civilian target.
Hello, Spike in here with another eye-opening message. So some may say that this was an accident, that this was a case of collateral damage. But did you guys know that the AC-130 gunship that you guys are looking at right now is the exact same plane that hit Doctors Without Borders on Saturday, October the 3rd? And it has been known as America's sniper in the sky since the Vietnam War. It does not create collateral damage, and it only hits its intended target. Meanwhile, the top U.S. general in Afghanistan said on Monday that the airstrike was requested by the Afghan troops themselves who had come under fire. But this is clearly contradicting earlier statements from Pentagon officials that said the strike was ordered to protect the U.S. forces that are on the ground. Both the U.S. general and the Pentagon officials have been struggling to explain how it wound up bombing Doctors Without Borders, also known as MSF, for the last couple of days. Regardless, what in the world does blowing up a hospital even have to do with the troops in Afghanistan? And if this attack really even happened, the U.S. government definitely knew that they had to blow up a hospital to most likely kill one person who was probably being treated as a patient in that very hospital. Who knows, maybe the United States wounded an Al-Qaeda or an ISIS big shot in a previous battle, but did not get to kill him. So they knew they were where he was being treated for his wounds and killed 22 people in order to kill one guy. It is just a theory, guys. It is my theory only. But it really does sound like something the United States government is capable of pulling off. Do we not remember when a U.S. official told the whole world that it was worth it to kill 500,000 children in Iraq? Do you think they would have a problem with killing 22 people?
We have heard that 500,000 children have died. I mean, that's more children than died in Hiroshima. And you know, is the price worth it?
I think this is a very hard choice, but we think the price is worth it.
This story is very difficult for me to believe. The U.S. has some of the most advanced military technology that the world has ever seen. And they want us to believe they made a mistake? That they had no idea this was a hospital, especially a hospital with humanitarian purposes and international doctors? The United States has so many drones and other technologies that could literally see the boogers hanging out of somebody's nose. But they're telling us they couldn't spot a civilian hospital? If the United States troops were around the city, wouldn't you think the United States would be spying on the whole city for months in advance to better understand the location that they are at? They're blowing smoke up the masses' booties with this, guys. They really, truly are. Or maybe that is exactly what they want us to think. I don't care for what reason you have to drop an airstrike, though. There are places that you just don't do it at, and a hospital is one of them. It's like dropping an airstrike in a school or a mall or any other civilian place. And the Geneva Convention, which was put into law in August of 1949, was put into place to protect civilians and POWs against this kind of damage during wartime. So this brings me to this question. Why in the world is the United States of America still in Afghanistan? This weekend's disastrous airstrike reinforces doubts about how effectively a limited United States force in Afghanistan can work with Afghan troops to repel the Taliban, which has been newly emboldened as the United States draws down its presence. The strike also comes as the Obama administration is weighing whether to keep as many as 5,000 United States troops in Afghanistan beyond 2015. Obama has not made a final decision on the proposal, but the recent advances by the Taliban have certainly complicated the president's calculus. This is probably why they had that strike in the first place, so they could stay in Afghanistan past 2015. They want us to think that the United States isn't needed there. But why? And yet I thought the